Welcome to Lesson 3 of Algebraic Concepts, the Order of Operations, Part 2. Here's our objective. So, you may not see this, but G is grouping. So today we're going to go in a little bit deeper with grouping symbols. So we see parentheses, braces, and brackets. So what you'll see first is parentheses, and then they'll be surrounded by brackets, and then braces will be on the outside. So you start with the inside, which is your parentheses, then you move to the brackets, then you move to the braces. And your E is for exponents. Your M is for multiplication or division, whichever comes first, left or right. A lot of people get tricked with this. They think that multiplication always comes first. It depends what comes first, left or right, because multiplication and division are equal. And the same with subtraction and addition. They are equal. So do what comes first, left to right. All right, so here's our first example, looking at parentheses and a bracket. So how do we solve this one? So the first thing we're going to do is our exponent. So according to GEMDAS, groupings, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, we're going to do our exponent first, then we're going to multiply these three terms, and then we're going to add, and then we're going to multiply on the outside. And I'll show you how to do this on the next slide. So what I always advise people to do is to do one thing at a time and then rewrite everything. Plus 1/2, 3.14, 6.7 squared is 44.89. And then so we have 13.4, 2.5 plus 1/2, and then we'll multiply that by 3.14. Now will give us 140. Now when you're doing multiplication, you want to include all the numbers that you receive. And you get 13.4, 2.5 plus, multiply the 1/2 times the 140, you 70.4773. Leave the brackets. So we did what was inside the parentheses. Add 2.5 to that. You get 72.9773. Leave the brackets, and then we're going to multiply that by 13.4. And you get 977.89582. Now, in our answer, it gets real messy. So I told you before, if you are not told what to round to the thousandth place. So we're just going to round this number off as 977 and 896 thousandths, and we'll leave it there. Now, some teachers will tell you, look at the smallest digit in the problem, which is hundredths. We could have rounded to the hundredth place, and that would have been fine as well. But since we weren't told, and now that we're in the upper grades, we're going to round to the thousandth place. All right, example 2. So now what we have here is a division symbol. So please treat division as a grouping. So you're going to solve the top separately from the bottom. So we'll have 11 minus 2, which is 9 squared, divided by all the stuff on the bottom. 3 times 3.5 minus 1.5 minus 3. So you have 81 over which is 10.5 minus 1.5 minus 3. And I'm going to pick this up over here. So 81 divided by 9 minus 3. 81 divided by 9 is 9 minus 3 gives you 6. So as you can see, I do the numerator separately from the denominator in the fraction here. We did the numerator separately from the denominator, and we solved the denominator completely out, and we were left with 81 over 9. And a minus 3 is outside of the division, so that gets solved separately. So those were our two examples. I will see you at the end of the video for the recap. Okay, so let's look at our first problem. So what you have is 3/4 bracket 2. So you have 5½ minus 3½, which gives you 2 cubed, and the bottom is separately. So you got 4 times the absolute value of 5 minus 2 cubed. So we do the cube first, so you get 5 minus 8 absolute value. Okay, so here we do what's inside the bracket first, so the 2 times 2. So this will give us 3/4 over 4 cubed over 4 times 5 minus 8 is -3, but the absolute value of -3 becomes 3/4 times 64, because 4 cubed is 64. 4 times 3. Now, 3/4 of 64 is 48, divided by 12 gives us 4. 2. Okay, so what we have here, solving this topic separately and doing one thing at a time. 3.2 plus 4.8 becomes 8. That's squared, minus 5 plus 1 is 6 squared. The bracket ends. We add the 30, which is still in the numerator. And then we have 7 minus 4 to the 4th power. 7 minus 4 is 3 to the 4th power. 8.5 minus 6.5 is 2 to the 4th power, all in brackets. Okay, so now what's next? We have to do what's inside the brackets. So we have 8 squared, which is 64, minus 36. 64 minus 36 gives us 28 plus 30 over 3 to the fourth is 81 minus 2 to the fourth, which is 16. So 81 minus 16 gives us 65. 58 over 65. And it doesn't look like that fraction can be reduced, so I will just leave it as a fraction instead of turning it into a decimal. But you could turn it into a decimal, and that's perfectly fine, but I am going to leave this as a fraction. Okay, finally, again, simplifying again. 6 plus 4 times negative 2 cubed. So again, do what's inside the parentheses, which is an exponent. So you have 6 plus 4 times negative 8 over 2 times 25 plus 2, and the whole thing is plus 2 1/2. Okay. All right, we're going to do 4 times negative 8 since multiplication becomes before addition. So 6 plus negative 32 over 50 plus 2 plus 2 1/2. And then we have 6 minus 32 is negative 26 over 52 plus 2 1/2. 26 over 52 is negative 1/2 plus 2 1/2 gives us 2. And so this concludes our lesson on dealing with order of operations, part 2. So please go back and watch the first order of operations video. Please watch the Welcome to Algebraic Concepts video so you can get a grasp of what's going on and why we're doing the order that we're doing. So if you like what you saw, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and be sure to stay on the lookout for more videos to come. Thank you very much.